and Ford Field as we anticipate a terrific matchup in this one. Hello and welcome to Mercedes-Benz Stadium, home of the Falcons here in Atlanta, Georgia. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Jacksonville State Gamecocks, taking on a team from the SEC, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Gamecocks will get this season underway as toe meets leather. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down to the 26. Out of the gun to give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Guys, let's talk about Memphis. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. But when you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can't it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
Yeah, and you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and then they'll get themselves into those rankings.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the team.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Holstein. Still looking, on the move. Quarterback's got the first. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
On the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the 1st down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
It's amazing how fluid and potent an offense can seem when you get a great pickup on 1st down, and the tight end's a terrific place to go.
Tight ends nowadays are kind of like cheat codes. I mean, they just know so much about, right here, seeing zone, know when to sit it down, boom, positive yards, nice positive play for this offense.
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got some room to run. Lowers those pads. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. The defense does the work itself with a pick 6. This D gave them exactly what they needed, not only with a stop, but with a touchdown.
Yeah, and finding ways to impact the game early in the game, just make impact plays, right? The defense wants to create sacks, create turnovers. Great job creating the turnover and getting points off of it.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He's got great speed, and he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. Let's take a minute here to talk a little Memphis. At some point, with all of the transfer portal talk and guys going in and out, you can score one for continuity with this ball club, can't you, David?
That means your system and your culture is working, man, because these guys so often are just going for the next opportunity, the next bag of money. Nice job. They kept their guys that they recruited, that they love.
Yeah, it sounds so cliche, but these players really have bought in to this coaching staff and the message and what they're preaching. They all believe they could do something very special this season.
Using his legs, it's ball. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Looking downfield, it's Holstein. Escape. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Handoff to the lone back. Almost got to the sticks on third down. Able to pick up 6, but they're looking at a 4th and 1. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They're throwing for it on 4th down. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Memphis. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Thompson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
That's a really, really good route by the receiver. It's called a corner route. Did a great job sticking his foot in the ground and running towards the sidelines and running right to that hole in the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Wants to throw again. He's going for a big play downfield. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the Gamecocks are on the move. They'll try the run. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
The Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Memphis wants to move quickly.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And this is not the start this guy envisioned in this game. He's already thrown a pick 6 here in the first quarter, and now he takes a sack. You got to wonder if that pick 6 rattled him a little bit, and if he's out here now seeing ghosts.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets rid of it. With the catch, it's Bell. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. Guys, Jacksonville State has the lead here as we've reached the end of the quarter. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played 1 period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. Looking to throw, it's Holstein. Makes the grab, it's Johnson.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside when that cornerback can go in the other direction.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. Looking to move the chains. Here comes Memphis on 4th down. He might want another play. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
Nice job by the defense. Great pass defense, getting in the lanes, doing a really good job understanding they were going to throw the football on this 4th down. They played it well. Incomplete pass. Defense turns to offense.
Guys, we'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on 0. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Going right to work up top. Tight end finds a soft spot. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Gamecocks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Power football with the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Direct snap. It's Powell. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the Wildcat.
Well, no real mystery there, and I think this coaching staff has a lot of confidence in their offensive line to get the push needed, to give that back just a big enough crease to fall forward and get the first.
And it's so hard. My room for error is so small when I'm a defensive line. Like, I got to get off the ball as fast as I can and try to get some form of penetration. Just stop that ball from going north-south. They don't do it there, and they give up the first down.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their 2 guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
Time to take a shot. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or 2, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. And the offense with no intention to draw the defense off sides. They want to run on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Looking for space. It's Paul. Got the first down and more. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game, ripping off an explosive run, get the juices going, and I bet you he's going to get a few more touches.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the ground with the back. Still on his feet at the 25. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line. To the ground, he's got it again.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
To throw, it's Holstein. He'll try to do it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
When they take big shots down the field and they air it out, I got to trust my technique. I got to stay with that wide receiver, wait till he shows his hands. When he shows his hands, I'm bringing my hands up to knock the ball away. Nice job by the defense using his technique, knocking the football away.
He's got 50 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Hardy. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got it in the middle. It's Ball. Ball spins away. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Stopped at the 12-yard line, and he wanted that pick six. He'll have to settle for setting up his offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. On the move, it's Paul. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He's loose. He's inside the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice, just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. First play of this drive comes from the 27. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off play action on first down. Throws to the tight end. Complete to the right. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. Leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry up. Dropping back, it's Rush. Throws to the wideout. Got his man all by himself. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. From the red zone, looking for a space. Now improvising. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And now a chance not only to cut into the lead, but play it just right, and maybe the other team doesn't even get a chance to answer. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Memphis about to boot it away to start the 2nd half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. They're going to open this drive with a pass. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got room at the 35. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, marking at the 47.
That time the defense was in man coverage. There was nobody watching the quarterback, so when he took off to scramble, nobody home to make a tackle right away, and he shows you the athleticism, he shows you the speed, and also shows you great decision-making that time, deciding to tuck and run for a huge play on the ground.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Tight end now in motion. Finds a little space. Got the first down. Looking for more. Touchdown, Jacksonville State. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it's been more of the same in the 2nd half for this offense, doing whatever they wanted. What a start to the season, man. This is exactly what you draw up. Everything they drew up in the offseason has worked in game 1, and that's why they are dominating this football game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Memphis!
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room. You want to stop giving up explosive plays. You want to play deep, make the offense earn it. But play one, they put the ball in the air, down the field. DB can't make a play. Not only that, the run after the catch, a disastrous start for this defense.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We'll see what Jacksonville State can get going on home. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. The Gamecocks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Just feeds the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. And the Gamecocks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got his man to the left. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He's got it on the right. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Direct snap. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down. They might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And the Gamecocks are marching down the field. Handoff from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up. Up-tempo for the offense.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. From the gun, running back on the move. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. If you want to know how to reach this guy, just send his mail to the end zone. That's where he lives.
He definitely is today. And I think the defense has to be getting a little sick and tired of the same guy beating them time and time again.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Makes a move. Guided out of bounds at the 32 after a good return. This drive will come from their own 32. He leaves it with the back. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Moves around to clear up the vision. Got a man, it's Harding. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Memphis picking up the tempo. He wants to change this route. The play action fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. And now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Jacksonville State has it back, and the Gamecocks will go to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense is... There he goes! They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go to the ground. And he was able to pick up a few yards on the ground, and the clock has run out here in the 3rd. We've come to the break, and Jacksonville State has the lead. Well, guys, so far, this has been a massive beatdown, and it would appear the biggest challenge is what kind of records can they set as we have a look at the 3rd quarter stats. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Rides to the back. Breaks the tackle.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? The throw to the outside is complete. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he'll race it to the house. The
Everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Oh, he's got some space. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
Might as well give it to him again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Wants to throw. It's Rush. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're putting their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now. If you're the play caller, certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They'll leave it with him. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Big moment here for the defense. Can you come up with one more stop? You've got the lead. It's fourth and short. You're kind of in no man's land, so you're expecting them to go for it. If you can get off the field right here, you can win this game.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. They'll move the tight end. They'll run for it. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on fourth down, you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get it done.
42, Spider. Pulls it in. It's Shelton. And he was able to run through a tackle, and they finally get him, but not until he picks up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with the lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
Man, this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the fourth quarter.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Paul. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Motion from the back. They want to run this quarterback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Now facing a 3rd and long. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. To the air. It's Flowers. Grabbed in the middle. It's Shelton. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, 1st down.
Leaves it with the running back. And this play will be for no gain, and that is going to do it. Final play of the 4th.